What's up, guys? My name is Josh, and you are watching me with Christy today. Christy's going to be talking to us about Creative Mornings. Creative Mornings is an awesome event here in Nashville that I think all creatives, but also just people in general, need to know about. So we've partnered up on a thing. We're going to talk about that thing. We did it last month. We're doing it again this month, and then we're going to talk about kind of the future of that thing. That's sort of our agenda today. You guys, if you haven't been to the channel before, like, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff. If you're on Instagram or wherever else, do the same thing because, you know, everybody needs followers and all that. Same thing with Creative Mornings. I'll put all their information in the content below the content on the YouTubes. And I think that's it. Let's get started. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about what Creative Mornings is. Can you explain to somebody who doesn't know what Creative Mornings is, what is it?
So Creative Mornings is a worldwide breakfast lecture series. It started in New York, and it takes place in over 60 different countries, over 200 different cities. All have their own individual Creative Mornings chapter, and I had the Nashville one. So every month we gather creatives of all kinds. We truly adhere to the everyone is creative, everyone is welcome edict, where do you make things? Do you solve problems? Do you communicate? Do you participate? You are a creative person, so you should definitely be there. And so we get together once a month, and it's usually the last Friday. We have a global theme, so all chapters will adhere to that. So however we're talking about, so this month is abundance. And so we have a local speaker, a Nashville person, talking about her version of abundance, but New York will have theirs, and Oslo will have theirs. And so it's a way to highlight people in your community, but still feel connected to this greater mission. Other people are also caring about this around the world at the same time, which is really cool. And it's also that, if you're visiting, if you're traveling and you happen to be in a fair-sized city around the end of the month, you can probably find a Creative Morning to go to and the team of people that you can connect with. So that's the other biggest thing about Creative Mornings, is just that it's bringing people together. It's like a gathering at 8:30 in the morning, and you want to be like, if you're up at 8:30, you want to be there. And I think that's a really great guiding factor, that everyone who's there is really excited to participate and see other people in their community and connect and make friends or business friends or things like that. And you get free breakfast and coffee, and you leave educated or motivated or inspired by someone in your community. And you're done by 10, and you're starting your weekend really incredibly.
That's it.
That's what we do.
I didn't realize, I don't think that, maybe I've known this in the past, but I didn't realize that, like, everywhere, if you were to go anywhere in the world and be a fly on the wall, that we'd all be talking about the same thing wherever,
Everybody's
got the same thing
for December, and that's
awesome.
Really crazy to consider.
Yeah, it is. It makes it. The experience of being at Creative Mornings, if you haven't been, it is very collective. It's very, everybody's definitely there for that intentional purpose to, like, be present, hear what someone has to say about a thing, and grow an inspiration from that, and it happens. Like, it's an easy thing to happen when everybody's serving that same intent, and to know that same intent is carried globally, like, that's pretty intense. I get chills a little bit, actually. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Well, you're up to some awesome things, and you do a great job coordinating everything. By the way, I just want you to know that. And I appreciate being a part of this. So let's talk about that. Let's shift into what's this initiative. I'm going to let you talk about it, and let's tell people what we're doing here together with Creative Mornings.
All right. So like I said, I run the Nashville chapter, and one of the things that's great about, being in the city is all the great things that are going on in this city. Everybody's moving and building and growing, and there's lots of people doing really great work here, and A, not everybody knows about it, and B, they probably need some help. It's been a weird couple of years. I think we can all agree to that. And so something that the Nashville Creative Mornings chapter started recently, we're calling it Nashville B.E.A.T. B.E.A.T stands for Benefiting Entrepreneurs and Advocates Today. And it's the idea of a little micro grant given a couple $100 to a local business or a human who we think is doing something good in our community. And it's just the quickest way to help. I don't want to believe that money's the most powerful thing, but man, is it really, really helpful?
Yeah.
And so sometimes a couple $100 is a huge difference, like if you've broken a truck or a window or things like that. And it's just a way to give some immediate aid to people who think are doing good stuff around town and around our community.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's you know this about me, my creative background, and I still do all of that. But we are as creatives in need of patrons, right? We're in need of that, not only that encouragement, because that's a part of it, and that's probably the biggest part of it. But I mean, you gotta, at the end of the day, you gotta eat food, and you got to nourish yourself, and you have to sustain. And sustenance, according to our economy and according to our world, it does boil down to dollars and cents.
It's the easiest form of aid. It's not going through a grant. It's not going through extra rules and hoops. It's just like, hey, this is for now. This helps you right now, and that's really the main thing that I think is great this year. Yeah, that we're doing this year, I should say.
Yeah, and so that brings me to who we're benefiting next. What's the future? It's the end of 2022.
It is.
Hey.
Almost. Really T-minus 29 days to we did it.
Yeah, it's close enough. So what's on the docket for 23? Do we know yet? Do we have a plan for continuing the program?
So we definitely want to continue this program at least through 2023, hopefully beyond, because again, there's always people doing good work. And so the hope is that getting the word out about this B.E.A.T program is that we'll find out about more people doing good work around town who we can help out. Our first beneficiary was Daybreak Arts. Mm-hmm. They used to be known as Poverty in the Arts, and they benefit the houseless population of Nashville, which, especially during the cold months, I think is a very, very good thing to be taking care of, giving them space for art and art creation and selling their works to directly benefit those artists. Right. And just, we've known about Daybreak for a long time, but I'm sure there's other people doing great stuff, but who else is doing great stuff? Yeah. And so the hope is that in continuing this, people will nominate their friends or businesses or things that they know about, and we can learn about more cool stuff going on in town, and then help them continue whatever dreams they have and goals they have into the next year.
That's it. So we need new beneficiaries. We need to meet new people. We need to bring them into our community. I glitched a little bit, but I got you back.
Got you back.
That's it. I'm in Nashville. She's in New York. Right. So we need new people to benefit. We need people like Home Agent Group, like myself. We need new benefactors. So, so I think as a call to action, I'm going to put it out there. If you are an agent, or if you are a lender, or if you are anybody that is into the arts, that is looking for a way to inject yourself into a community like this. This is a great way to do it, because you're not only putting yourself out there as a supporter of that, but it really does go directly into the hands of somebody that needs it, and that's awesome. That to me is, again, having been there, but being the position I'm in now, it is it's all the feels for me.
It is also just a reminder of all of the connection. I mean, you and Home Agent Group as a whole came to be helping Creative Mornings through a series of weird community connections that we realized when we first got to meet and talk about potential partnership. You have connections to my place of work and a girl I've known forever who you went to high school with. And it's just really wild to see all the ways that our community is already connected. And it's just another way that we can foster those connections and remind each other, like, we really are much closer than we all think.
Right. Yeah. And life really is about the relationships that you build. So I'm a firm believer in that. Well, Christy, I think, hopefully this has been helpful for someone out there. If you're a creative and you're in Nashville, you got to be a part of this group.
Our next event is, we're actually to a double event this month. So Thursday, the 15th of December, we're doing a makers market. Once again, we're trying to bring together and benefit our local community. So we had tons of local makers apply, and we've got a collective of them. We're going to be doing a market on the 15th at Main Street Gallery in East Nashville. and people are going to set up and sell their goods. We have a variety of stuff. There's food, there's crafts, there's jewelry. It's going to be a really good place to get some Christmas shopping done, and again, support small local folks and their treasures and their passions. And so that'll be the Thursday night leading into the Friday morning event. So the Friday morning, the market will still be open, and then we'll also have our speaker, who it's going to be Kirby. She's incredible. And she's going to talk about abundance, and she's part of the food scene in Nashville, and nourishment is one of like her main values. I think it's going to be really tie well into, again, our newer focus on giving back. We've always given back, but now we get to do it. It's very exciting.
Well, this post will probably go up like on Monday or so. So it'll be a perfect timing to get that information out there. Yeah, awesome.
So our tickets are probably they're free tickets. It's free to attend all Creative Mornings events. I think that's important to note. But our tickets are going to be released probably Tuesday.
Perfect.
So you can plan to attend Friday the 16th, or if you want to go to the market on Thursday the 15th and meet some other local makers, you can do that too.
Perfect. All right. Well, yeah, so creatives, come on out. Businesses, come on out. Find out more about what this community is and what Christy and the wonderful people at Creative Mornings are doing for the community. Thank you so much for joining me today and empowering the conversation. I think this is important. We'll have to do this again. I want to keep promoting Creative Mornings and feature you guys on here. Maybe even we'll see if we can get some speakers to join us on a call like this to sort of talk about their agenda for that next thing. You know, a little preview of this is what we're doing.
There's so much to see. It's an event that's a little different every month, so it's a little hard to promote sometimes. It's like, how do I talk about it when it's different every time? But it's always good. And it's always, again, you leave feeling really, really fuzzy and great about the community that you're part of. So that's what I have to say about coming. So definitely come. Feel the feeling. See for yourself. It's the easiest way to know how good it's going to be.
Awesome. Great. Well, thank you so much again for joining me today. You guys, I will see you at that event. I'll be there. And I guess that's it for today.
Thanks for supporting Nashville B.E.A.T and Creative Mornings in general. It's a really good thing.
Of course. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Christy, thanks. Bye.